Hi, everyone, and welcome back to a new vlog and to a very beautiful November, or should I say, end of November morning. So, it's kind of a little chilly today, though not much. We are at the end of November, so slowly getting into that chilly season. And yeah, I'm wearing my, how do you call it, bodycon dress. It's a knitted bodycon dress. Hold on, let me show you properly. Yeah, there you are. This is my lovely pink bodycon dress with black and green stripes. It is all my favorite colors as of now. And yeah, I had bought it like ages ago from a mall. I think this is from Ginger. And surprisingly, I haven't taken it out even last year. I think I wore it a lot before that. But honestly, it's quite old now, but it fits very well still. It's a very thin knit and just perfect for today because it's kind of chilly since we're stepping into the cold season, and I felt like this is the perfect one for today. And with that, I'm wearing my new gold half hoop earrings. I love these earrings. I think I shown them to you in the previous vlog or before that, I don't know. So I'll link it down below in case you want to buy it. Anyway, so it's a lovely morning, and since I live in this lovely forest cum agricultural area, it's called the RA colony, the temperatures go down earlier and much lower than the actual city area. And yeah, I've been getting a lot of questions lately for about my house and where I live and what is this locality and what is the cost of living. Lots of questions. So I thought, let me do a house tour. It's been a while since I did a house tour. I did it, I think, a few months or maybe a year back. I'll link that video down below in case you want to check it out. And since then, I've done a lot of modifications in the house. So, anyway, a house tour is due. So, let's go. Okay, so before I start the house tour, I thought I will just give you a brief about where I live, what is this place. And please excuse me, I have popped you up against my flowers because I really can't be bothered to use the tripod right now because I am in a very lazy mood. Anyway, so this place where I live, it's called Royal Palms Estate. It's in the middle of the RA colony, which is called the Green Lung of Mumbai. It's a huge area. You can maybe check it out on the map how wide it is, and it connects to the national park in Borivali from behind. And yeah, this estate is in the middle of this RA colony. It's a forest cum agricultural area. I have been living here since 2012 March when I bought this house. Um, this place, this apartment is having like small and medium sized flats, which are called as condos. And my condo is on the corner, and it is 304 carpet square feet, and what is that called, super build or super built up, whatever. It's, I think, 421 square feet. So I bought it in 2012, and the rates and all over here, so back then this size of flat was, I think, 25, 26 lakhs. And now, of course, the prices have doubled since 10 years. But still, there are other flats and other apartments where you'll find much lower price flats as well. The smaller flats in my apartment are cheaper than this one. The square feet difference would be like maybe 100 square feet difference, but the prices are little less than mine. So why I bought this place a long time back? Because in 2011 I was staying in a PG apartment in Borivali, and that lady suddenly told us, like, we were 4 5 girls, and she suddenly said that you have to leave. You can't stay here. And hardly she gave us any time to look for accommodation. And everywhere I went, they were like charging hefty fees for deposits and all. I was like, why should I pay so much in deposit? Why don't I just start building my own property or make invest in my own property? So I discussed with family and checked for finances and loan availability and all of that. And finally, I decided to buy my own place instead of renting out, and started hunting for it. So I went to several places. I went to Malad, I went to a place called Yari Road, then even in Gandhivali. I was looking on all online, house hunting websites, and then some one day, this broker of mine from whom I bought this house, he just contacted me and asked like, are you okay with Royal Palms? And honestly, I didn't know nothing about Royal Palms back then. I was like, let me see. I mean, we'll come to know how it is. But just before I tell you about Royal Palms, just before Royal Palms, me and my mom had gone to visit a house, an apartment in Malad, which was just next to the depot, bus depot, and it was like I think eighth or ninth floor, and some long corridor in the corner. And then that guy, the broker, opened the door, and we entered, and the house ended. I was like, what is this? Where's the house? This looks like a bathroom. But it was hardly, I would say, 8 by 8 room, which had a very like 2 by 2 kitchen and 2 by 2 bathroom, and then small space for closet, and then on the left side was a bed and a fridge area. That's it. That was the end. And he was asking for 18 lakhs for that house. I was scandalized. I was like, are you out of your mind? I can't pay 18 lakhs for this storeroom. And me coming from Gujarat, in Gujarat, we have big houses. Like the property rates are much less than like Mumbai. So then, obviously, this the other broker where he contacted me for this place. So he said Royal Palms. I said okay, let's try. And then me and my mom came to visit. And the minute we entered RA Colony, I just felt at home. With all the lush greenery around me. Of course, there were fields, and it was like a 3 kilometer road from the highway to this apartment. And I was just looking around, mesmerized with the beauty, the greenery, and the peace that I felt uh, the minute I entered from the highway to this place. And I think I was hooked. And I was just keeping my fingers crossed that the property rate should not be too high, it should be in my budget. And then we entered the Royal Palms gate. At that time, the gate was very different. Like there were lions, like statues of lions, and there was a fairy, in a pond-like situation at the gate, and it was so pretty. And I was a little scared that this place is going to cost a bomb. But if this guy is saying that it must be good. And then we entered this apartment. We were looking at different flats that he had in his, working out the rates and all that. So we saw the smaller ones also, and this kind of bigger ones also. And then finally we decided to buy this one. Then we had to work out the financials, applied for loan, and all of those things happened. And finally, in March 2012, the deal was closed. In those 2 months, from December to March, I was living with my brother in Andheri, and that was the most stressful phase because arranging for finances and living in a temporary place, it was too much. Anyway, but with God's grace, everything was done, and I settled here. And I remember the day my mom left, me here. Um, I cried like anything. I know I might be sounding stupid, but I cried because it was not tears of misery. It was just, when the whole locked up stress goes out of your body, you just want to weep it out. And I wept like anything, but very happy to have my own place instead of having to live on rent month on month. So that's the story of this purchase of this house. And since this was like paradise to me, even though it was only four empty walls, I just call it paradise now. And since then, I have slowly got furniture. We had some furniture at home, which I already had possessed. So we brought it here. My brother kindly helped me shift it over here. And then slowly and gradually, I have changed the place. The place was damaged a lot. So I've fixed the walls myself. I've done a lot of fixtures. I have done the wall. I wouldn't call it painting, but the putty work I have done myself. I don't want any paint on my walls. I have just put lappy on all the walls by myself. I did some painting on the walls, and that's how I have made this home. But until now, until last year, I was not very confident to do a home tour. But last year, when I did a like real, makeover of the house, I did one a house tour, and now I feel I can do a second house tour after doing even more. So let's start. So this is my corridor, all full of my artificial plants. Originally they were in my house, but then I moved them into the corridor. You must have seen my video on that as well. And then this is the door. So I'm planning to change the, outside of the door. I like to have a more French or European kind of look. I might even replace the whole door. I don't know yet, but yeah, this is the current setting. Let's go inside. So I've turned on the lights for better visibility. So once you enter the room, you will see this whole space. It's a 10 by 16 room, the first room. But before that, I want to show you something. I want to show you this lovely light that gets in from my window and goes up to my wall. This happens only during the winter months, when the sunlight falls directly on that blue glass building, and then it kind of reflects into my house. Anyway, let's get back to the tour. So once you enter my home, this is the back side of the door, which I have decorated with some nice green maple kind of leaves. And then this is my shoe cupboard. Yes, this is my shoe cupboard. And on top of that, I've done some little decor with the Buddha statue that I had. And this is the latest achievement. And then beyond that is this little corner where I put my yoga mat. Honestly, I'm not able to find any place for it, so I have put it over here. And then to the right of the door is my study desk. I have shown you this in a video. This is my new secretary desk. I love it, and I just can't stop decorating it. I'm kind of going OTT with it, but it's a very comfy desk. I usually put a chair over here. Right now I have my stool here and some footwear. Um, and then to the left of the door is my lounging area where I have my sofa cum bed. This is the only piece of furniture I had bought in the first year after I bought my house, because I was completely broke. But my mom obviously could not sleep on the floor, so we had to buy this one for her. It's been with us for some time now. It's now worse for wear, so I have covered it with bed sheet, but yeah. And then I have this cabinet. This is my dad's dispensing unit. Actually, it was a dressing table, and the mirror of this one, I mean, there was no this, like, how do you say, the stand and all was not there. It was a dressing table with a mirror in between, which my mom got converted into a dispensing unit for my dad. And it was like a huge unit. If Let me see if I can pop up a photo of the old one. And then recently, last year, I got it chopped off, and so I can make it a TV unit because it was looking too big for this place and kind of making the room look smaller. And then I decorated it with some decor. So this is my lounging area with my TV, and of course my little, what is this called? Yeah, air cooler from Symphony. So let's turn around. I did this painting, by the way. This was actually a, how do you say it, Murphy table, dining table, Murphy type dining table that the previous owner had, and he had removed it when he gave me this house. So this was a white patch which was looking very weird. And instead of covering it up with lappy, I don't know, somehow I thought I'll paint it into some artwork, and this is something I did. This was the first artwork I did in this house by myself, so love that. Okay, let's turn around. So to the right now is my little dining area. I call it my cafe corner, and my little floral balcony. As you can see, all my plants have withered away, that you can see, because of the effects of autumn. This is the only one that has survived, and I think this little one, which is spinach. um I think spinach is a winter plant, I don't know, but rest all have withered away. And then I have put my lanterns over here that Sonal had gifted me. And then here is my pantry area. So if you've seen the previous vlog, this section actually was my kitchen, and this slab was fitted to the wall at the height that you see over here. And it was the most inconvenient situation for me because the sink was on that side. There's a duct, like a 2 by 2 duct over here in the middle of the house, and I used to have to travel from here to here every time I had to wash my hand or dump any vessels. It was so annoying, and I used to get hurt and all that. So after 10 years of torture, last year I decided to do away with this situation, and I got it dismantled from here, and I got this unit, the kitchen unit created. So it's a flexible unit. It's a, you can see there are wheels underneath, so I can move the table out if I want to. So I can clean the area behind it. I can use it as an island as required. So it's a flexible kitchen unit, and it also has this collapsible shelf. What is it called? Wooden flap that I can turn up to increase the counter space, and then some storage. And this section is the upper section of this table that I got chopped off. So now it stands there as a please excuse the vehicle noises. People are on the streets now. Um, Now this one acts as a decoration unit for me. So this one I recently purchased. This is a nice cupboard. It was, I think, white in color, and I colored it into a like chocolate brown to go with the other like colors in the room. I also painted the entire shelf and the dad's, this unit. All of this was like light brown. I painted them into chocolate brown by myself because that color is not available. You have to make it. So I had to mix black and brown and make this chocolate brown color. And then I got these curtains a few years back to match the vibes. This fridge I purchased last year because my old fridge, which was bought sometime in 2004 or 5, was completely out of work now. So I had to get that replaced. Anyway, so this is all my pantry area, where I put all my extra vessels and some grains and some storage. And these are all my, well, crockery and all the stuff. And then this is the area for my temple. This is the sink area. This wall was completely damaged. I fixed it with white cement and then colored it properly. So this is this one lampshade is also handmade. I made it from those. You can see, right, those threads that are available. I just made it myself. So actually, I wanted a very. This stove is also new. I bought it recently. My old stove was completely out of order. In short, one by one, I have replaced things, and now I love this whole situation. And finally, I have the kitchen and the drawing room of my choice. I'm still doing some modifications to still increase the floor space. Simply changing out the desk has helped me improve the floor space a lot because this is only a 2 feet unit. The earlier table was very impractical and non-functional, just a desk, and it was occupying like 3 feet of space with the chair and all. So I am happy to have removed that, and I donated that table recently when I bought this one. So this is what my kitchen and dining and workspace and lounge looks like. So now let's go into my bedroom. So, contrary to my hall and kitchen space, which is fairly colorful, my bedroom is completely muted because I do not like too many colors in my bedroom because it's a place you have to sleep, you have to rest. So, there should not be too many distractions, not too many, beautiful things to keep making you distracted and looking here and there. So, kept it very simple, very muted. Let's go. So this is my bedroom. This is what you see when you enter. To the left is my bed, which is also recent purchase, like 2 years back. You can see the color of the bed sheet is very muted, light, very pistachio, light green, gray combination, and then this little library unit in which I have all my books, all my favorite authors, Sidney Sheldon, Robin Cook, Barbara Cartland, even Nancy Drew, all of that is there. And then this is my lampshade and all. Just for the record, everything in this room has been painted by me. All the black, all the gray, all the lappy work, even the door, everything I have painted myself. Even the wardrobes, the entire black is done by me. So the first cupboard that I had was this one. When I had shifted to Borivali, I had bought this second-hand cupboard, but it's such a sturdy one. Didn't want to lose it. And then I already had this in Surat for so many years. So I brought it here when I bought this house. And then recently I bought this one I had shown you in a video and painted it black to go seamlessly with this entire wardrobe. So now I have a cute wardrobe situation, but black. But it goes with my muted vibes. And then these gray curtains also I had bought some time back. And again, last year when I got this roof shed changed and the grill replaced, I got it into a minty green, so it kind of goes with the vibes. I bought these shades to, at least make it look a little better. And then this is my little balcony on the back side. This is our parking area to the back. Honestly, I've not done much with this balcony because it houses my AC. Until I don't move this AC outside, I really can't do much about it. And then I have to put some decoration over here. This is the other plant pot that I have bought online from Pure Home and Living recently. So this house is here. I left it gray. I didn't color it white because I felt like it would go with the gray vibes of the room. So that's the backside balcony for you. And then just did some decoration with money plant leaves. I don't know, somehow I'm obsessed with money plant. It just makes every place look so good. I even got a cloth hanger in mint green. Can you see that? Now that I realize, I even found a minty green hanger. That's ridiculous. And this is my bed situation. I am a sucker for pillows. I love so many pillows. If you ask me, I can fill the whole bed with pillows. I am looking for a headboard for this bed. If I can't find one, I'm going to paint it such that it looks like a headboard. Then I have this watch, which I was, or wall clock, which I was gifted as a farewell gift from my students in 2012 when I left my first company that I had joined in when I moved to Mumbai. So it's still with me, but it's not working. I mean, it ticks around, but somehow it goes much faster than what is required. So I have to see what's the problem. And then, yeah, this is my favorite home, or you can see my dream home. I have even made a painting of it. I might have shown you in some of the vlogs. So it stays with me. So I keep looking at it and manifest it someday. And then I bought this vase recently, the set of 3 vases. And just to, deck up this little dead corner with some flowers. So that's about my bed situation. Then to the right of the bed is this wardrobe, which also I recently got done, and then I painted it black and gray. So this area was actually a dead space. It was originally designed to have like a laptop, work desk corner, and I used it as a work desk corner for a long time. But then I was running short of, well, a wardrobe. Honestly, with the amount of clothes that I keep buying, I needed extra space, especially for my long clothes. And then I thought I'd get this converted into a wardrobe. So I got the carpenters to come in and help me with this. So now it houses all my long dresses and I love it. And then I bought this little ottoman. The idea was to create like a dressing table situation over here, so that little drawer at the little area at the bottom kind of comes out, and that was the idea, but somehow I'm not able to use it much. So let's see. Okay, now time for the bathroom. Okay, ta-da! I think I've recently shown you my new refurbished bathroom in the last vlog. So anyway, it's a repetition, but never mind. So this is the bathroom situation. It's still under, reno. It's not fully done, but it's much better than what it used to be before. Like this one was a brown dotted slab, the kind that was there in the kitchen that you just saw. The color was just not going with my gray green vibes, so I painted it black by myself. I just took a chance. I was like, it's okay, no matter what happens. If worst case scenario, I might have to get it removed and replaced completely. but then luckily it turned out well. It even got textured somehow by itself. You see over here, it has acquired its own texture here, which is lovely. I mean, my electrician was here a few days back, and he was so amazed to see how my bathroom looks. And then I got this one from Amazon, and then that hanger was from Amazon. I found a place for my bathroom, and this, of course, is a worst case scenario here. There's too many uh, boxes here, but I have tried to keep it such that it matches the decor. Washing machine has to go out, and then this is another storage unit. I love the bath mat. I tried to find everything that goes with the gray green vibe in my room. So even the toilet cleaner, my goodness. Now I realize that I even looked for a gray toilet cleaner. That's insane. Anyway, so this is my lovely, simple, classy vanity. This little hand wash container I bought just recently. Must have seen it in the last vlog when I was in Surat for Diwali. So finally, I feel like, and yeah, moving out the taps. There was a tap over here that was connecting to the washing machine, and this whole space was going wasted. So for now, I got the plumber to extend the pipe and make it go behind the washing machine, so at least it's not visible. And also, I got that little space free, so my laundry basket has found a home over there. So love the situation. Okay. Oh yeah, and one more thing I need to show you is this wall. So this wall has a story. Few years back, I had woken up at 2 a.m. With a desire to use the washroom, and when I opened the door from outside, suddenly something came crashing down. I couldn't even see what it was because I had not turned on the bathroom light yet. But after turning on the light, I saw the whole tiling had come down on the floor. And the reason is because 10 years ago, when I had bought this house, the how do you call it? The person who was the caretaker of this flat had somehow left the tap open in the toilet, and water had been collected for a day or so, and that water had slowly seeped up onto the wall. Like, how do you call it? It travels up, the moisture travels up the wall and probably loosened the cement behind the tile, and the whole tiling came down a few years later. And I was scandalized, like, what to do now? And it was just before COVID, I believe, in 2017 or 18. Then I called the mason, and he said that, okay, we'll have to remove the whole thing and like put an entire tiling again. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do something different. So I told him, just do one thing, just pick all these pieces and just put them into the cement as a memory of that avalanche. And today it looks such a, how do you say, such a art work kind of thing. Everybody who comes in my bathroom says that, Dhruti, what is this? How did you manage to do this? So all I did is ask him to just first of all put the first layer of cement, and then I said you go from the larger pieces to smaller pieces, so it looks like the cement, I mean the pieces are coming out from this big cement tile, and then they are just breaking off from bigger to smaller pieces. If you can see, they are more like concentrated here and bigger, and then it's going smaller and becoming more scattered over there. And today it looks like an artwork. So a lot of people who come here, they just love it. And when I'm standing in front of the mirror, like so, I can see the beautiful, you know, avalanche behind me. So love this. Then to the left is the shower area. It's a small, like 3 by 4 section, and I have decked it up with a little bit of decor. I tried to make it like a French style window. This exhaust window, I have covered it with some flowers, so it looks a little bit more cute. So that's about it about my house tour. And I love it the way it is. I wanted a modern cottage vibe. I didn't want to go for a very sophisticated, very classy look. Um, because I do a lot of travel and I live in hotels a lot, and I know the hotel vibe. It's very classy, it's very clean, it's very sophisticated, but it's not home. It doesn't feel make you feel very comfortable and cozy. Whereas I want that my home should, even though it's a modern home, it should still have that coziness to it. And that's why I try to pick and choose elements from the different home photographs that I've seen around on the internet, and incorporate little things like, for example, this kitchen unit. While it is a modern unit, you can see it's a modular unit. I made it a little bit more cozy with this by adding this. How do you say it? The pan hanging. How do you call it? Strip over here, wooden strip, and I let it be as it is. Also over here, I kept it very raw. Had I wanted, I would have created a whole unit over here, but I don't know. I just wanted it to be a flexible, first of all, movable unit, and yet a very cozy one. So this looks like a pantry over here, and in my bedroom also, you've seen that's very very simple decor. So I love it that way. On this side also, if I wanted, I would create a very modern TV unit, but I just didn't want to use that, and I also wanted to retain my dad's memory, this and dad and mom both, because this was initially my mom's dressing table, and then it got converted into my dad's dispensing unit, and now it's a TV unit for me in my home. So I wanted to keep it that way, but just give it a little uplift by doing some paint. And then this little watch, wall clock, yellow wall clock, this has been with us for ages. I mean, since we were living in the hospital campus where my dad was an RMO. And I wanted to keep it with me. So, and it goes with my, decor. It's my favorite color. So, just perfect. It's in pristine condition. It's hardly damaged at all. Can you believe this thing is like as old as I am, maybe, or maybe at least 30 years old? But it's still working and still good. Recently, I had gone to change the cell of this one, and the guy who repairs the clocks, he was like, "How old is this watch? This engine, the backside is authentic." I said it's at least 30, 35 years old watch, and he was very amazed and impressed by the way it is working now. So happy about that. And these paintings I have done by myself. This is the one, is a replica of this poster that I was gifted by one of my friends when I was in my 12th grade. So I made a replica of it, and not one but many replicas. I still have one more replica with me, which I will give to someone eventually. But I have gifted the copies of this one to so many people, like painted copies, not like photocopy. I paint it multiple times and gift it. And then this painting is from a novel that I had read ages ago, Bride of Pet Doric, and this is the last scene of that story when the heroine runs out of a burning building. Somebody tries to burn her alive, and she runs out of that, and that was the cover page of that novel, and I kind of painted it. It very nice. This was my first like intricate painting. You can see there's so many colors, so many delicate touches. Especially her face came out really well, and I was happy about that. The burning, like the light of the fire on the grass, everything. You can see the date is 2001, 12th July 2001. It's that old. My signature is also there. All right, that's about it from my home tour. I hope you liked it. And if you did like it, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I'll see you again in the next vlog. And of course, it's going to be Vlogmas now, so please check out. It will be the first Vlogmas video next week. So I will probably post the intro of Vlogmas as a short in the middle of the next week, but please do check out. And I hope you're enjoying my autumn winter outfits, and please do like them as well if you did. Okay, then see you next week. Bye bye.